Hey there. So this part of the quiz is going to be from your notes, okay? So you should already have your notes on you and you should be already having these answers. That way it's a lot easier to do, okay? Also, have your calculator out just to double check, okay? So now we have solve for p. So we have p plus a negative 19 equals a negative 18. So remember, we need to get that p by itself and bring it and just have it on its one side. So how are we going to get this p by itself when it's put with that plus a negative 19? Okay, so what are we going to do to be the opposite of that addition? Go ahead and solve for p. Our next one we have is solve for b. We have b minus 20 equals negative 23. Okay, so how are we going to get this b by itself when it's attached to a minus 20? What are we going to do in order to get the opposite of that subtraction? How are we going to do that? Our last two is, our first one is we have x, solve for x, 4x equals 28, okay? So this 4 and this x are attached together. What operation is smushed in between there? So then that way we can get the opposite of that. So think of that when it's smushed together, which operation is that? And then go ahead and solve for x. And then our last one is solve for u. So we have u over negative 10 equals 30. Okay, so that u over negative 10 would look something more like this as well. Okay, so how are we going to be able to do this so that way we can get the u by itself? How do we do the opposite of whatever operation that is? Make sure you use your notes, take your time, double check your answer.